Grand Duke Dmitri Pavlovich was a tuberculosis patient at Sanatorium Schatzalp in Davos, Switzerland, from 1939 to 1942. Grand Duke Dmitri Pavlovich was born into the Romanov dynasty of Russia in 1891. His childhood proved to be a tumultuous one. His mother, Princess Alexandra of Greece, died giving birth to him. In 1902, his father, Grand Duke Paul Alexandrovich, was banished from Russia for defying the emperor and marrying a divorcee. Paul lost custody of Dmitri and his sister Maria, who were sent to live with an uncle and aunt, Grand Duke Sergei, the Governor-General of Moscow, and his wife, Grand Duchess Elizabeth. In 1905, Sergei was killed by a terrorist bomb, and Elizabeth decided to take holy orders and become a nun. The children then went back and forth between Moscow, where they stayed with their aunt, and Tsarskoye Selo, a suburb of St. Petersburg, where Nicholas and Alexandra, the Emperor and Empress of Russia, lived with their 5 children. They became surrogate parents to Dmitri and Maria, who called them Uncle Nicky and Aunt Alex, though the Emperor was actually their first cousin. In 1912, Dmitri competed in the Olympic Games in Stockholm as part of the Russian equestrian team. And in August 1914, he went to war, experiencing directly Russia's bloody defeat and crushing retreat from East Prussia. In December 1916, convinced that Russia was on the verge of complete collapse, he joined a plot to assassinate Grigory Rasputin, an uneducated peasant healer who had risen so high in the favor of the emperor and empress that he was able to influence the choice of government ministers and officials, while a disgusted public looked on. The assassination succeeded, but was so lurid and clumsily carried out that it has gone down in history as an event worthy of a Hollywood horror movie. The body, dumped through an ice hole in the Neva River, which runs through St. Petersburg, quickly washed ashore because the assassins had forgotten to weigh it down with chains. Rumors had already begun to spread through the city, correctly identifying the assassins, and Dmitri, to his alarm, was hailed publicly as a hero. He was placed under house arrest and quickly and quietly sent to the Persian front to prevent him from launching a palace coup. Imprisoning him or putting him on trial would have made him a rallying point for a public longing to see Nicholas II's abdication. When the Russian Revolution occurred less than 3 months later, in March 1917, Dmitri was forced to leave the Russian military outpost in Kazvin and flee to Tehran, where he took refuge at the British legation. He was 26 years old and would never see his native land again. Even that paled in comparison to the loss of loved ones. His father, who had returned to Russia, his half-brother, the aunt who had raised him, the emperor and empress would all be killed by the Bolsheviks, along with many of his cousins. He would spend the remaining 24 years of his life in exile, still notorious as one of Rasputin's assassins.